What's missing? It's the frame. The steering box is gone. The engine is gone. And the axle is off. Wasn't too tough. I was surprised. I took a look at these shackles and heated the first nut up, and it just come off like a breeze. And so I thought, well, let's just try the other one. Without any heat, it came right off. The only areas that there was nothing stubborn as far as taking nuts and bolts off, and even the shackle plates just popped off. A little persuasion there, and they come off. Even the main bolts holding these back of the springs on was pretty good, pretty easy to take off. What I'm finding is bushings that are bad. Let me give you a zoom in here on this. I can't do it. I have to shut it off here just a second. There's a better picture of the eyelet for the back of the spring. You can see that bushing there. He shot. Yeah, that's pretty bad off. I have never seen any of those for sale on eBay. I don't know. But anyways, those are the problem that I'm going to run into. The inside doesn't look too bad, but if you look at the other side, both of them, this one here is all, well, some bent a little bit from coming off, I guess, but those are definitely going to have to come out. So what I've got, I'll show you my bolt that I took out, are these. These were the bolts that came out. Now I haven't done any kind of cleaning to them, but you can see there's no wear. There's a groove in the center, but I think now that's where the grease comes out of it at. So anyway, I'll clean those all up, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to reuse those without too much trouble. And these are all the shackle brackets. So, and I bought a shackle kit right back there in that yellow box, and I like the shackles that are on it. They have some cork gaskets here that I'm gonna have to find something there to put around them, some sort, whatever it might be, and maybe just some rubber, being that we've advanced ourselves since 1936 till now, and went from cork to rubber. So I think they were just like seals, keep the water out. But I'll show you the shackle itself. You see, this has got a well, there's like this whole middle thing. It's like a housing, and there must be bearings in there, because you can turn it, you see, like that. And they're stiff right now. I mean, they got probably 50-year-old grease or more in it. So, but they're hollow. And you can see right there, there's a, or I took a zerk out. But the shackle kit that I have, you have to pound this whole thing out, and then they just replace it with rubber. And I'm thinking, I don't like that, because what is cool about these is they move. I mean, when your spring goes up and down, these are on a bearing that will actually rotate. I like that. And both sides are free on the top and the bottom. These are set up the same way, and they're just, I mean, stiffer than the devil, but you just free them up with some stuff and get them looking good. But anyway, I'm going to proceed with that, and that's another item. that I'll put back on eBay. Is that Shackle kit. I'll show you the Shackle kit real quick here so you understand what I'm talking about. So far I'm not doing so good with this buying stuff prior to my installing it or taking it apart. But here are those rubber inserts. And see, you wanted to put one on each side like this, and these are non-greasable shackles. You just stick them through these rubber things like so, and you know, you got one on each side, like, hard to do here, hold one hand like this, and that's how it looks. But see, your shackles will move. One is stationary, but the other one moves with your spring. Actually, it goes up and down like this. I don't like the rubber. I mean, if those bearings were shot, that's a different story, but they're not. I like the greasable shackle. So, now my rear shackles are greasable, the ones, the replacement ones. But again, if they're in good shape like these are, forget it. Anyway, we're going to sandblast the front axle. I'm going to try to do that right now. I'm going to try to get set up, take it outside here. It's a nice day, nice and sunny out. And we're going to set it up right out there on the pad and get a tarp and stuff set out, and so I can capture most of my material and all the crud and crap, and then we'll go try to start sandblasting these. That's just basically to get the crud off, you know. The rest of it I couldn't hit with a wire wheel on the grinder, but anyway, we'll try that route and we'll see what happens. And then hopefully tomorrow, if the weather's decent, which it's supposed to be, I'm going to jack the front end up, take off some of that crap in the back, set it aside, and we're going to pull this bad boy out there and start blasting. Get this cleaned up like I mentioned before, back to that transmission crossover and up this side. Get her all done. Hopefully. We'll have to see how long it's going to take to sandblast. That could be another trick too. So all I got's a little 40-pound Harbor Freight Special. So we'll see what it does. Bought some, this is probably not filming real good because I got it on close-up mode, but there is my material that I use, abrasive blasting crystals. That stuff, I was using white silica sand, which you're not supposed to use because of the harmful effects of inhaling it. You know, I use a respirator and everything to do it with, but it still isn't good, and it just took forever. And so I thought, I'm just going to invest. I mean, this stuff is twice the money, but I'm going to invest in some. Last time I used it, I did a bottom of a mower deck, and whoa, what a difference, man. That stuff just zips off the paint and the rust. And so hopefully we'll be able to get this axle done today. That's what I'm hoping. And got plans for this little guy right here too. I've been doing some reading online, and there's guys that are actually taking in, this is the arm that goes for the drag link back to the steering box, and they're taking this ball, cutting it off and driving it out, and then taking a tie rod end and making themselves a drag link. So instead of having your big drag link like this, they have a tie rod end on each end, you know, and then they put, actually the tie rod ends are like 9 inches long, and then they put an adjustable sleeve in the middle and does away with that drag link. So I'm really contemplating that, but the problem what they have to do is, in order to put those 9-inch long tie rod ends, is you've got to take this hole after you get the ball out, and then you have to taper it because those tie rod ends have got a taper on them. So what I'm looking at, I looked at the tie rod ends that will replace this old tie rod end, which I have. I'm going to replace, so I'm going to have to cut that ball off and take it out. But the tie rod ends that I've got for that are straight. In other words, they have no taper on them, so they'll just drop right down into that hole where that ball was at, and bingo, you'll be tightening them up. So I'm thinking, if this ball down here, once I get it off, that hole is the same size as this hole, or these balls look the same anyway, that I just might do that with this. But I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So, because I don't have any die to put a left-handed thread on a rod. So, I don't know. I'm just tossing it around. Anyway, that's all we have for now. So, thanks for watching. We'll keep you updated. See ya.